Hey there, Andy Green with Green Group Real Estate at Keller Williams Realty Portland Premier. I'm going to be bringing in our Director of Sales, Mr. Ben Pickthorn, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. He's going to be answering some questions, and we're just going to help educate you on what Senate Bill 608 really is and how it affects your rental properties. Welcome, Ben.
Hey, well, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Senate Bill 608 is a bill that was passed by the Oregon State Senate. Its intention is to really protect the tenants. The rental market has increased so rapidly.
It's been crazy town.
Yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately, there are some landlords that have been really taking advantage of the high demand and putting their tenants in really bad position.
We know in the past that landlords have been able to evict tenants based on basically non-performance, right? If they don't pay their rent, they're late, reasons like that.
Yeah, breaking the contract for one reason or another.
Yep, breaking the contract.
If I own a property and you're renting from me and I want to sell that property, in the past I would give you a 30-day notice and say, hey, we're going to sell our house in 30 days and we're going to need you to go.
Right.
Past the agreed upon contract.
Okay, and now what's the case?
Well, now the case is that you're unable to do that. That the tenancy stays in place, and if I'm selling a property, you get to stay there.
Right.
And the new owner would then have to take you on unless it falls under a specific performance. The accessibility doesn't change, right? It's a 24-hour notice that you have to provide to them in writing. You can't just call them. You actually have to have documentation of it being presented. Even if you're on great terms with your tenant, right? Even if there's a great relationship there, you still have to legally present that in writing. If you have less than 4 doors, then you don't have to pay a relocation expense. If I'm a landlord and I've got 5 properties, then if I'm exiting a tenant out of my home, then I have to pay for their relocation expenses. That's moving expenses, and it's up to 1 month full rent, which can be quite a bit. What a lot of property management companies are doing right now is instead of signing 12-month leases, they're either immediately going to month-to-month tenancies, which gives you a little bit more freedom from a landlord perspective. Or doing an 11-month lease and then automatically converting that into a month-to-month lease agreement.
Awesome tip.
Yeah. So if you have properties, that's a way to get around some of that as a tenant. Just be really cautious of that and know what you're getting into.
Would you do that if you own less than 5 properties?
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing with the 4 properties is that you don't, if you own 4 or less properties, then you don't have to pay the relocation expense.
Okay.
But all the other rules still apply. The other thing that's important with Senate Bill 608 is that it caps the amount of increase in the rental rate at 7%.
Super important.
Yeah.
Okay.
So landlords, you can only increase that rent 7%. And one creative way, if you'd like, that I've seen landlords who are attempting to sell, they'll increase it to the very maximum amount, thinking that it might push out a potential tenant, so the owner of the property can
realize their equity and potentially sell.
Right. It took effect on March 1st, and there was an emergency clause in the bill which put it into place immediately upon approval.
So I just want to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule and day, because I know that right now you have got a listing appointment, you've got a buyer appointment, you're showing properties, you're leading our team, and you've got a lot of stuff going on today. So thanks for taking time out of your day and letting our clients know and the general public know what's going on with Senate Bill 608, because it really is a big deal. And if you don't know about it and you have rental properties, then you need to know. So hopefully you found this video helpful, of value, and if we can answer any questions for you, what's the number?
503-877-3637.
We hope that you have a fabulous day. We'd love to hear your comments or questions down below. So make sure that you leave a comment down below. Ask us any questions. We are absolutely here for you. So go out and make it a great day, and we will see you again next week. Cheers, friends.
Rip City, baby. Dame Lillard from deep.
Logo. I think that's it. Anything else?
Oh, hi.